My brother Bernie is a special guy. He is on many of my lists. My favorite people list, my only roommate list. Definitely the top 3 on the most unique personality and acquired taste lists. But other than being on so many of my lists, BD, you are my one and only constant, and we've shared a lifelong bond that only siblings can. No matter what's happened in our lives, the good and the bad, you've always been there for me, and I thank God that I have someone like you to share the madness with. I can't wait to watch you start the next chapter of your life with the luckiest girl in the world. First time I saw Prue and Bernie together, I knew they were one and the same. Same sense of humor, same quirky personality, same likes, same dislikes, same favorite pastimes. That's all you want for the people on your favorites list. You want them to be happy. You want them to find a partner in crime, someone to walk through life with, and my brother has truly found perfection. Prue, I could not have picked a more perfect woman for my brother. I know you will always have eyes for Bernie, unless, of course, you come across some snazzy vacuums on the city street corners. Then he might be in trouble. Only joking. If I were Ben Stiller in The Heartbreak Kid, I would definitely ensure your marriage. Prue, in my eyes, you are perfection because you love my brother and you truly make him happy, and for that, I really am grateful. So raise your glass. Here's to finding your person and sharing life's footsteps with your person. Celebrate and treasure every accomplishment together. Be there for one another when it really matters, and even when it doesn't. Be grateful for this rare gift that the two of you have been blessed with. Never lose your sense of humor. Say I love you often. I love you both, and I wish you all the love your hearts can hold. Cheers.
Prue and Bernie, although this wedding isn't turning out how you expected because of COVID, I think you two made the most of it, and it is very beautiful. Not as beautiful as you, boo-boo. I came across this quote that reminded me of how giddy my mom was when she told me that she was going on the first date with you. You fall most in love at the most unexpected time with the most unexpected person. And I think that's very true for you guys. Thank you guys for showing me an example of true deep love, and thank you, Bernie, for making my mom the happiest I've ever seen her. Cheers.
Roses are red, violets are bluesy. Woe unto you if you dare call her Prusy. Her brother, much older, still can't tell you why. He'd taunt her with Prusy and laugh when she cried. She wanted affection, she wanted to play, but he thought he was cool and drifted away. The years came and went, as years tend to do, leaving 4 lovely boys for him and for Prue. But something was missing, as Prue would discover. She needed a friend, a companion, a lover. He's bright as a penny, sharp as a tack, quick as a whip, but more important than that, when she walks in the room, Bernie gets woozy, and I'm pretty damn sure he won't call her Prusy.
Okay, folks, I'm hoping this is taping. I'm not great at this, but I am going to give you a little tour of Bernie D's life in honor of his wedding. So this is for you too, Prue. The first stop, or depending on the order this is, the first stop we're going to make is... Okay, do you recognize this, Bernie D? Do you recognize it? Yeah. That is Hampton Avenue. And I think this is the first house you guys lived in. And it is a wonderful house. I have great memories here too, because this is where I lived with you for a while. And this is for your wedding, Bernie D. I'm so happy for you and Prue. Bernie D was a wonderful child and very entertaining. I could not do a video of Bernie D's past unless I included this house. And you know what this is? 3717 Gulf Street. And the house that you first came to, Bernie D, and you took our lives and made it wonderful. But one memory I wanted to tell everybody about is the time I almost drowned you. I should have thought about this more deeply as it happened. Everybody had to work except for me because I just am a taker. Anyway, my job was to take care of you. So I did, and I was feeding you water, watching TV and feeding you water. I fed you so much. I mean, you were probably a month old. I fed you so much water, Bernie D, you started choking. Palmer comes running out of the house, out of the kitchen, hysterical that you're gagging like a crazy person. I'm in ninth grade at the time. I don't know, 14, 15 years old. What do I know about infants? And you are like turning colors because I'm feeding you all this water and you were choking. Now, here's my point, babe. If you were full, why and I had too much water, why not just stop it? But no, not you, because you're my brat nephew. And I love you. Moral of the story, Prue, don't feed him water. Give him wine, beer. Stay away from the water. Okay, guys, I love you. And this is Gulf Street. Happy wedding. Congratulations. Bye-bye.
Mom and Bernie, you crazy kids, congratulations. Despite all the outside forces conspiring against y'all and the effort that was required to go around these obstacles, you made it. I think today is a really appropriate time to reflect on the fact that through adversity and difficult circumstances, love is what pulls us through. And love is good in the good times as well. I don't want to bring the mood down. Thanks to the both of you for setting an example for all the people in your lives on what love, compassion, and persistence can look like. This Rolling Rock is for y'all. Cheers.
L is for the way Prue looks at Bernie. O is for the only one he sees. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than they have ever loved before. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for Bernie and Prue. Happy wedding.
And we hope you have a joyous and long and wonderful life together.
Omedetai gozaimasu, or in English, congratulations. Dad and Prue, I hope you have a great wedding, and I hope that the years after this are just as good as the two before. I am so thankful that you two found each other and are so compatible and just perfect for each other. I think that this will be a great wedding and a great marriage afterwards. And to everyone else, I hope you have a great time at the wedding. Kampai! Or, in English, cheers.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hi, you guys. I don't know if you can tell where I am. I wish you were here with me, or that we could be there with you. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm so happy for you both. Prue, I'm so ecstatic to see you so happy. So, Bernie, you be good to my cousin. Don't make me come down there. I love you guys. Cheers. We have a little cameo from the kids up there. All right. Happy wedding. Best wishes. I love you.
Good afternoon, everybody. For Bernie's sake, I'm going to keep this short, and I promise to make no mention whatsoever of his green convertible Mini Cooper being a hairdresser's car. A female hairdresser's car. All that being said, I first met Bernie about 6 years ago on a work trip to the States, and we went out on a night out on one of the first nights that I was there, and we had a great time. After several drinks, we ended up in a place called Hoagie Havens, discussed the merit of their blatantly false advertising, the large Frankies, which were much more like small Henrys. And from then on, we got on very well, and every time I went to the States, a couple of times a year, it became the highlight to meet up with Bernie, go out for several meals, and just have good fun with with someone I consider a good friend. And in this part of the story, what you'd say normally is then he met Prue, and that all changed. Well, that didn't actually happen. I remember the first night they met, I met up with him the day after, and he would not shut up about this tuna roll that he'd eaten. No, I'm joking. He basically carried on the whole day talking about what a fantastic, amazing woman lady he'd met, and what a great time they had. And that was it from then on. When it was just Bernie being the highlight, it now became Prue and Bernie to be the highlight, and they suited each other so well that it was just great to see. And it became as good as hanging out with Bernie, if not better, having them together. So all I can say to that is to stand up and wish them congratulations and all the best in the world to the perfect fit, to the happy couple. And just wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Bernie D and Prue, this is in honor of the two of you. Today is your very special day that you've waited for so patiently for quite a long time. You've been sidelined a few times, and in honor of those sidelines, we made the backdrop, which you'll have to pan in on afterwards. However, what I want to say right now is that since the minute that you two met, you have had nothing but one perfect, excellent adventure after another. And those perfect adventures remind me of a saying from Winnie the Pooh. And it's like Bernie D wrote it. It says, "The minute I met you, I knew an adventure was ready to begin." And that's what your life has been. So I'm going to turn it over to Bern.
Finally, it's official. Prue, I would say welcome to the family, but it's been so long now that you're already part of the family, and that's terrific. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, and I want to tell you right now, thank you so much for making my son happy. Never seen him this happy before in his 50-some years, so thank you. Bernie D, it's been a real pleasure watching you grow up, from a baby to a fine man, and you should be proud of all your accomplishments. Patty and I certainly are, of everything you have done and what you've turned out to be. Keep it up. Work strong, and I'm so glad that you're happy. And I think that you're making Prue real happy too. I can tell you two have something really, really special. We love you both. Never forget how you feel this day, and congratulations.
To you too. Congratulations, you two. Love you.
Hi, Bernie D and Prue. When you first met, it was an ordinary day when ordinary people were doing ordinary things, when there was a chance encounter that made ordinary extraordinary, when two people made eye contact and set off an extraordinary event. I think you fell in love. This brings us to this exciting day. You have both traveled down some rough roads, but at the end you found each other. And now, still devoted to each other after being locked down 24/7 for 3+ months, with Prue's fabulous smile, and you are still going strong. I can't wait to watch where this extraordinary journey takes you. Congratulations. I am so happy for both of you. And Prue, don't lose that smile. Love you both. Mom.
Hi everyone, my name is Anne Marie, and thank you all for sharing in Prue and Bernie's very special day. I'm honored to be included in this and honored that I was asked. Of course, we're in some difficult times right now, but hey, we've got to do what we got to do. So I just wanted to share with all of you a little background of my relationship with Prue and Bernie. Prue and I have been friends for many, many, many years, back all the way to elementary school. We know each other down to the core of our souls. We actually believe that we are sisters from other misters. We also know what the other is thinking, what the other's going to say before they say it. And if I have to be cheesy and kind of steal a phrase from a TV show, Prue is really my person. Of course, I'm reading off of notes here, so excuse me while I change the page. When I met Bernie, it was actually the same evening that Prue met Bernie. I was in town visiting. I live in Myrtle Beach, and I was in town visiting, and she walks in with Bernie, and we hug and kiss, and I'm kind of giving Bernie the stink eye because I'm like, what is this guy doing here, and why is he being so attentive to my friend? But anyhow, she introduces me, and the night begins, and there's lots of laughter and dancing, and it was a great night, and I was really pleasantly surprised to see Bernie had some rhythm. But it was a great night. And after we parted ways that evening, And in the middle of the night, I get a text from Prue, which I typically do. And her text to me was, "I think I fell in love tonight." And I thought to myself, okay, we'll talk about this tomorrow, no problem. And then when we did talk, she and I did talk, or actually she did most of the talking, it was all about him. Every day, all about Bernie. Bernie, 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 Bernie. We actually had a nickname for him, and I won't share it. You probably won't think it's funny, but we think it's funny. No offense, Bernie. It was not a mean nickname. It was kind of cute, but we'll just keep that to ourselves. I am so happy for the both of you that you found each other and you're going to have a wonderful life together. And I've dropped my paper and now I don't know how I'm going to end things other than to say I absolutely love you, Prue. I love you, Bernie. I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for including me in this day. And I actually got through it without crying. Mwah. Love you both. I can't wait to see you.